Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Donovan with High Off Blue Hour, and this video is for those of you that might be interested in trying a 24/7 live stream. Now, this is something that, while I don't do it anymore, I have done it in the past. I did it for a stretch of maybe a year and a half to maybe 2 years. I got everything out of it that I wanted to get out of it, and it went well. So I feel relatively qualified to talk about this. Now, this isn't going to be a deep dive, but I will tell you what company I went through and just the general process of how it went and how much money it actually cost. So the company that I used, let me get out of this viewpoint here. Okay, so the company I used was OBubble. All right, this is the website, obubble.com. Let me fix my mic here some. obubble.com. You see they show a few examples of some YouTube channels that are doing 24/7 live streams using their servers. What OBubble is, it's a company that gives you, as it says right there on the screen, dedicated servers on demand. These are basically virtual servers, virtual desktops. It's essentially a situation where you have a computer that's far away that's running 24/7 doing what you wanted to do, in this case running a 24/7 live stream. So I went through OBubble. This is the main site, and what you want to do is you go down here and you click view servers, and this gives you the options, the different kind of packages they have for price plans, the different server plans. So the lowest level one is this Sapphire. It's got 720p streaming, and I use the gold, which has 1080p streaming, because what I was using it for when I was using OBubble is I was running 24/7 live streams that were basically playing synthwave music, and I had some custom made graphics and scenes and animations that I put together myself, that I edited together, using Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, just the whole nine or whatever. And at the time, Midjourney wasn't a thing when I was doing this, so it actually would have been easier to do had Midjourney been around when I was doing this. But I put together all these graphics, animations to go along with some 24/7 synthwave, dark synthwave type music, just to kind of create a whole vibe, a whole mood. And I really started doing it a lot around Halloween, because I would create these custom like Halloween animation, just mood setting type 24/7 streams. So, and I got a lot of good feedback on those, at least, a lot for my standards, right? So, and I use this gold plan. Now you also, of course, you have higher plans like the diamond plan, and you have the platinum plan here. But the thing about the gold plan is it was about $14 a month. So what you want to do is you pick your whatever plan you want, and you're gonna sign up for it. Now I don't remember complete details of the process, but you basically do you correspond with the company through email. They'll send you your own custom link, which is basically a key to accessing your server whenever you want it. So then once you get that key, that link, which you will get through email after purchasing whichever plan you choose to purchase. Once you get that link and you get your server set up, you access it. Then within that server, what I did is I downloaded OBS. Now OBS is something that I also have on my own, just physical desktop, my actual computer. But I also once I got access to my virtual server, I downloaded OBS to the virtual server. So this is OBS's website, obsproject.com. This is where you would download the OBS broadcasting software. And this is just a software, in case you don't know, this is a software that allows you to stream video, to also just in general record video, and basically overall organize your own personal kind of broadcast. You can have different scenes and settings, all these different types of things. Let me share my screen a little bit here. So this right here, this that I'm in right here, you can see me kind of operating in this whole setup right here. This is OBS. So this is what it looks like. So you can you see, boom, I got my main camera scene right there. Then this is my setup for doing tutorials if I want to keep my face in frame. And then this is my screen record setup, which is basically the same as the tutorial setup. It's just my face isn't visible because it's not important. And then this was the reaction setup for another channel I had, regular to just other setups that I don't really use anymore. But point being, this is what OBS framework looks like, right? So I downloaded OBS to my virtual server. Now the next thing that I did is I downloaded Spotify to my virtual server, and I already had a premium, paid Spotify membership and all of that. So I downloaded Spotify to the virtual server because the music that I was going to be running on the 24/7 live stream was going to be coming from a 12-hour copyright free playlist that was on Spotify. Now, I'll leave it up to you to find your own copyright free music that you like and all those type of things. I actually went through an artist named Carl Casey with, on YouTube. It's Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, and he just has a lot of high quality copyright free synthwave type music, dark synthwave type music, kind of cyberpunk influenced type music that you can use in your videos and all those type of things. And it's a tremendous service. I really appreciate what he does because it's quality music and it's really worthwhile if you're into the synthwave stuff. But because it was copyright free, it was very easy to just use that on my on the live stream, to let it go with the kind of horror movie visuals that I had and all of that type of stuff. So I had the OBS downloaded to the virtual server, and then I had Spotify downloaded to the virtual server. Now, the next thing that I had to do, and this is specific to me because I don't know what you want to use the 24/7 live stream for, but for me, the next thing I had to do is within my own personal computer, that's where I edit it together and constructed the visuals, the video visuals that were going to go with the Spotify playlist music. And then so once I got those visuals all put together, it was maybe 20 or 30 set pieces, like scenes that lasted maybe 15 seconds a piece, and got those all edited together in DaVinci, exported that as just a video MP4, and then downloaded that MP4 into my virtual server, right, on the old Bubble server. So now I have OBS downloaded to the virtual server. I also have, what screen am I in right now? I also have, let me get back into my main screen. So I had OBS downloaded to the virtual desktop that I purchased from Bubble, and then I have a paid version of Spotify downloaded to the virtual desktop, and then I downloaded my video that I wanted to accompany the Spotify music. I had that downloaded to the virtual server as well. So I had all the pieces there that I need to put together and broadcast this 24/7 live stream. And then I just accessed YouTube as well through the virtual server. So it's basically like you have a second computer that's just miles and miles, hundreds, maybe thousands of miles away from your actual physical location. I know I'm being long-winded. Hopefully in the edit, I'll cut this down so it's not as long-winded, but I want to tell you everything that I did, right? So, and I just from there set it all up and just let it play, and the server just does what it does 24/7 while you're doing whatever you're doing in your real life. Now, there will be times where you might have some troubleshooting to do. You might have some issues with the server, and you'll have to correspond with the Bubble company. And they were really great about working with me whenever there were issues. And the main issue that might pop up from time to time is you won't be able to access the server. You'll go to try to get into the server, and it'll say that it's having trouble, check back later. So when that happens, you email Bubble, and then they will get back to you with giving you a new key to access your server again. So it's really just the times when this happens, it's an inconvenience for maybe a couple days, and then they get back to you with the link, and you're back up and running. So I got to give them lots of credit for having good customer service, at least when I dealt with them. So that's a very simple but like long-winded way of giving you a suggestion for a way to do 24/7 live streams, because there's multiple companies that you can kind of access virtual servers through, and which is why I'm telling you specifically about OBubble, because OBubble is the company that I used. And again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the price for the gold plan, which is the plan that I used, the price for that was about $14 a month, and it was just kind of automatically deducted. And when you're ready to cancel, you just email them, let them know you're ready to cancel, and follow the steps, and it'll get taken care of. So I just canceled mine like a couple months ago, just because there wasn't really any need for it anymore. So there it is. If you want to do a 24/7 live stream, whatever you want to use it for, most of the time people use these for music, but there are other types of media or content, I should say, that you could also do on a 24/7 live stream, as long as it's within, the copyright guidelines of YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to do a 24/7 live stream, I highly recommend going through OBubble. Okay, so it's obubble.com. I use the gold plan. You can use whichever one you want, whichever one you need, whichever one you can afford. So there it is, you guys. OBubble, mixed with OBS, mixed with Spotify, but you don't have to use Spotify for music. There's other ways to get music onto the server. I'm just telling you how I did it. I used Spotify. So that's it, you guys. That's the video. I got to check this out in the edit, because I hope I was clear on everything as far as the general steps that I took. I know I left out details because a lot of the details are kind of hazy right now. Like I said, that was like 2 years ago when I first started the whole thing. So that's the video. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.